Alright guys, welcome back to another DC Allies Hero Overview. Today we're going to be looking at the Joker, another offensive character. Remember to like if you like and subscribe down below for more videos. Alright, so the Joker is an offensive character. I think they did an absolutely great job here making him a DPS. It makes so much sense. I mean, as much as you could say, oh, they cooked with making Aquaman a healer instead of a tank, I mean, I don't really think the Joker could fit any other rank besides being an offensive character. I do think maybe they could have gone the defensive route maybe with him, but he's just such a pocket case that honestly, any role they could have done with him, they could have slapped except for healer, because we all know the Joker is the complete opposite when it comes to caring about anything other than himself, and maybe Batman. So of course his primary is his bang pistol. It launches an explosive round but also pierces through opponents with the flag. So not only can he deal AoE with the pistol but also pierce through opponents, hitting multiple people with the flag part of the round, which gives it kind of an edge as it is technically a revolver, so it does have a longer reload cycle and also less rounds, but it does have both the splash and the piercing side of an arrow, making it kind of the cross between a revolver and an explosive crossbow. And of course his passive backstab is where he can take out his dagger and backstab an opponent passively. It's kind of like a melee, but if he does it from the back, he can also twist the dagger, which will cripple an opponent, making them move slower and have twitchy movements, meaning that basically whenever they try and fire something, it'll twitch, meaning they kind of have like a high recoil type scenario with a visual twitch as well, which makes it harder to aim, and also they're a little bit slower. So that backstab is pretty damn unforgiving. Of course, his first ability is throwing a pocket full of explodey balls. These bounce all over the floor, and once they hit the floor over 2 times, because they bounce all over the place because they're kind of like bouncy balls, the second time they hit something, they will explode, doing splash damage in an AoE style, but also explode into mini smoke bombs as well, basically blanking an area in smoke as well as exploding whoever seems to walk on them. So it's a pretty cut and dry double strike ability, double tap. You throw a bunch of bouncy balls, they bounce everywhere, they splash once they hit the ground twice, and explode into smoke. His second is his famous Joker Venom, Joker Toxin, whatever you want to call it. It is laughing gas. He throws a grenade that explodes into a heavy mist. It is a pink mist that drives opponents crazy. So how the crazy effect works is simple. If you stay in the smoke for too long, then you will start to get a little bit drowsy. Your movement will slow. You'll start to see Joker hallucinations. And if you stay in the smoke for over 2 seconds, then you will actually start to laugh and giggle. And that is very jarring, especially for a lot of characters. There is only one hero that's immune to this, which we'll talk about, be it Batman. He will not laugh when he's in the smoke, no matter how long he's in it. But for everyone else, they'll have a good hearty chuckle when they're in the Joker laughing gas for too long. And then his ability 3, Tommy Gun, is based mostly on his the darker iterations of the Joker, just like in the Batman Dark Knight movie, where he pulls out a Tommy Gun and then just lets loose while laughing maniacally as he shoots opponents with this rapid fire weapon. And then his ultimate is the big one. It is also based on the Dark Knight movie. He can target an area, setting off hidden C4 bombs underneath the area, basically meaning he can blow off multiple enemies at a time in that target area. Then that is the first part of his attack. If he waits a little bit, he'll turn around, and then a second wave of bombs will fall behind him and then go off, meaning that you can hit 2 areas at the same time, one in front of you and the other in back of you, similar to the hospital scene where he lets off a couple bombs and then lets off a few more. Of course, we have to talk about the DC Allies version of team-ups for rivals, the positive ones that is. And first we'll talk about obviously the most famous romance, the bond between the Joker and Harley Quinn. This one's called Toxic Love because even though we know that they have an absolutely horrendous relationship, in this game it's very positive for both of them. So when Harley Quinn is on the same team, Joker's laughing gas ability becomes a grenade launcher. So instead of having 2 separate uses of a gas grenade, he now has 6 gas grenades in a grenade launcher that he can just spam, and even though they have a smaller radius of effect, it is 6 instead of 2, which is a big bonus. And of course, Harley Quinn also gains the ability to flatten enemies with a direct top-down hit with her hammer, which flattens them into the ground, giving them kind of a very slow basically a slowness plus as they are both flattened, so they do less damage, can't walk around as much, and obviously can jump. And if she does flatten an opponent, this also auto reloads an extra round for Mr. J's Bang Pistol primary, helping the Joker with his Bang Pistol and giving Harley Quinn an absolute toxic new ability with her hammer. Now, of course, we've also talked about this, but Lex Luthor and the Joker have a bond-nemesis relationship. First, we'll go over the positives. If Lex and the Joker are on the same team, then the Joker's primary, the Bang Pistol, generates energy for Lex Luthor to power his war suit, basically allowing him to get his war suit passive much easier if the Joker is on the same team. And when the Joker whips out his Tommy gun, it has a kryptonite shield attached to the barrel, provided by Lex Luthor, being on the same team, which blocks incoming fire as sort of a barrel shield, while also weakening Superman if he gets too close to the Joker. But of course, let's be honest here, the Joker and Lex rarely team up, and even if they do, they still hate each other. That's why if the Joker is on the opposite team, they get the nemesis Why So Serious, where the War Machine allows Lex Luthor to be immune to the effects of Joker's laughing gas, which is very powerful. But when the Joker uses his passive backstab against Lex Luthor, he may stab him twice, inflicting him with double twitch. It basically makes the twitches more violent, lasts for much longer, and deals more damage. So a little bit of a a hate-hate relationship here between these two villains. Now, of course, the most popular nemesis the Joker has is the Joker versus Batman. I said earlier how there is only one character that does not laugh when he is in the laughing gas for too long, and that is Batman. When the Joker is on the enemy team, Batman is immune to his laughing gas, taking 50 to 67% reduced damage and will not laugh no matter what, no matter how long he's in the gas. He'll just take the damage and the mist and the visuals and maybe hallucinations, but he will not laugh. And of course, when the Joker's on the enemy team, Batman can dodge his passive backstab instinctively by moving side to side, avoiding the Joker's passive. So the Joker cannot backstab Batman, and he definitely can make him smile. Another nemesis is the Joker via the Flash, but this time the Joker has the edge on the Flash because in the Justice Unlimited, the Joker was able to effectively take out the Flash via his explodey balls, which is exactly what he can do here. When the Flash is on the enemy team, the Joker's explodey balls cause him to launch backwards in the air, and he will lose all of his speed momentum, meaning he'll have to start from square one when he comes to powering up his abilities, which are based entirely on all of the momentum he has gained. He'll lose it all if he gets hit by even one of the Joker's explodey balls, which is very powerful and detrimental for the Flash. And that'll be the end of this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, remember to like if you like, dislike, don't, subscribe down below for more videos, and I'll see you guys in the next with a hero overview, and comment down below which hero you like to play in DC Allies. Toodaloo!